Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at the getting the PlayStation VR 2 headset working on PC. Because what I did have the Valve Index, but it was quite a lot to set it up because it had pylons and everything like that. And I did find when you grabbed hold of the headset as well to adjust it, because the pylons didn't see the headset, it automatically gave you a grey screen in the headset, and sometimes that bugged out and used to mess me around. So I've sold that, and I thought what I'll do now is the PSVR seems to have the best specifications. It's 4K OLED display, 90 to 120 Hz refresh, 110 field of view, and you don't have to have pylons to set up because it's got these little cameras built into it and everything that allows you to just sit wherever you want. So I could probably jump it across to my racing simulator to maybe do some flight sims and maybe some, you know, some Elite Dangerous and anything like that, and then I can just put it away and not have to worry about it. And then again, if I wanted to set it up onto my other PC, I can just sit there with a joypad and play some VR games that way. You know, if I wanted to play Half-Life Alyx with these controllers. I know everybody was saying that the controllers for the Index are the best ones you can possibly have. They are good, yes, but these are absolutely fine. Not a problem at all using them. So I'm going to run through this because I've just bought this. This is another eBay purchase, so I'm going to open this up and go through the bits and pieces that are inside it. Alright, so let's have a quick mosey on what's inside this bit of tape there. Get a knife on that. Is that a box within a box? It's a box within a box. Okay. Ugh. It's all fallen out. Right. Apologies as well, seems to be a lot of planes around today. So, this has an ear adapter, phone adapter, and a USB-C lead, and obviously the manual in there. Bearing in mind as well, this is second hand. They did say it worked before I bought it, so we'll have to keep an eye out for that. Seems to be wrapped up nicely. There's one of the controllers just there. It's that right hand controller. Does that turn on, or are these chargeable? I'm assuming these are chargeable. What's this under here? Oh, that's the button. Don't break that off. Oh, there it is there. USB-C charger point there, so it'll probably be wise to charge these up if they're not live. I can't really tell if they're live or dead, so we'll have a look at that in a moment. Let's press and hold that. Got a feeling some lights are supposed to come on these, but that one's got no power. Have a look at this one. So there's the left hand. Press the PlayStation button. Does that do anything there? Okay, so possibly these are dead at the moment. Oh, that is a button. The PlayStation one. Oh, a very dim LED flashing on this one. I don't know how to get this one flashing, so maybe we'll put these on charge in a minute. Is it the PlayStation button is to be held down? Well, that one appears to be completely dead, so we'll charge those up in a bit after we've had a look. And go over there. So this is the headset. Right, so what we got coming out? So USB-C straight out the back of it. Assuming that plugs straight into the PlayStation. and the headset. That looks horrible there. Look at that. Let me get a bit closer to that. That's horrible, that is. Hang on, let me put it on my head. There's the adjuster back here, look. So you just press that and pull. Oh, okay, that's a release. Right, firstly, that there is bloody horrible. My face is pushing up right against this plastic in there. Why is that so flimsy? Why is that like that? Who designed that? Right. I'm going to take a look online and see if I can get something that can replace that, because that's nasty. And it looks clean, looks okay. So what I'm going to do, put some charge on the hand controllers and see if I can get something for this. Okay, so there was a adapter available for the PSVR 2. It wasn't really cheap. It was about £25, which is a bit expensive. So let's have a look. But there you go. That's much better. So a solid nose placement, not none of the flappy stuff, and a nice spongy bit to rest your face on. This was available on Amazon, and it was just upgraded light shield with ventilation. Ventilation just means it has holes in it. It doesn't seem too bad, a little bit flexy, but once we get this up and running, I'm going to clip that in and test that. But in the meantime, let's get this up and running on a PC. So my PC does have Bluetooth onto it, but I've been reading on a lot of forums that the controllers themselves, not the headset but the controller, sometimes has issues with signal strength. So what I've done is I've just bought this cheapy little Bluetooth adapter. It was only about £5, and I'll put this into the PC and make sure that we can connect up to it. Okay, so before we can plug the device in, we do have to purchase an adapter. It allows the USB-C connector from the headset to plug into USB and video out of your PC. There is some older cards that used to have USB-C out of them, so you might be lucky, but be careful, because the older graphics cards, especially the old Pascal architecture, like here's this beast here, obviously is a 1080. And it was a great card, nice amount of memory on top of it, but it doesn't give out the DSC, the display stream compression, out of the DP ports. There is a patch that you can get online which enables functions out of the display port on the older graphics cards, but some of them will work, some of them won't work. And it's like this 1080. I had to take out of the machine. This was in the machine. I had to get a 3060 to try to get this VR to work, just because these older cards just do not support it. So bear that in mind. If you've got anything older than the 20 series NVIDIA, it's more than likely not going to work. So you're going to need a 2080 up, maybe something like that. But yeah, this is my old 1080, so I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I'll probably frame it. The old girl did me good. So yeah, so back to this. I'm going to plug it in and get it recognised, and I might see what the display's configuration does. It might pop a monitor up even before we plug the headset in, so I want to see if it does anything there. So I'm going to plug that in. So here's all the bits and pieces for the unit. This is a display port, so I'll plug that into the graphics card in a second. This unit does require additional power to function, so that's sort of understandable, seeing as USB only gives out 5 volts. So what I'll do, plug that in, give it some power, and then plug this into the PC. I would recommend a USB 3 port just to be safe. So that's plugged right there. Right, so there's the unit, all plugged in with DisplayPort. Power is in and it's plugged into the USB as well. No additional screen popped up in the display. I think that's just normal. I think we have to do everything through the PlayStation VR app on Steam. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to plug this in now, just in here. And we should get a red light. There's a red light there. And as we power it up, I think inside it may say PlayStation and then just tell you to take the headset off. Have a look. Yeah, it's just telling me to put the PlayStation down. The headset down, sorry. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put that there. Put the headset down. Get hold of these two over here. All right, a quick bit of advice on charging these on PC. I tried 2 USB leads. One of them didn't work at all, and one of them only worked when it was a certain way around, and that allowed me to put a charge into it. You'll know it's charging because when you plug in the USB on the back here, this pulses on and off. So I had to do that with both of these to get a charge into them. So what we'll do now is we'll step through and I will show the up in the corner here. I'll show the app and what apps you need to install on Steam. So within the Steam app, you have to install the IVRY driver for Steam VR. I think that bridges PlayStation across to your Steam VR. And then there's the PlayStation VR 2 app. And then obviously Steam VR and Steamworks redistributables will install automatically. Those 4 things must be installed before we can go any further. Once they are installed, we then have to run the PlayStation VR app. Don't run ahead and try and marry the controllers across to Bluetooth before that, because they do marry across, but for some reason if the PlayStation VR app isn't running, they don't lock in correctly. So I'm going to go through that now. I'll shrink that. I'm going to run the app and then I'll get rid of the Steam. So here's the PlayStation VR startup. So we're just going to run through that, see if we can get the headset and everything married correctly. So let's get started. Put your controllers down. Check to see if they're press for hide. If you already have paired them, press buttons to connect. Right, okay. So there's the left one and it's connecting. What I did there was you connect it and then you open the Bluetooth settings and then you add a device and it locks it in correctly. So, the right one's already married up because I already married that as well. So see the blue ticks, and obviously my LEDs are locked in on there, which is good. Let's click next. Say okay to that. I'm not going to put any headphones on, so I don't need that. Put your VR headset and controllers down. Make sure it's all turned on. So the VR is turned on. Click next. Okay, so what you're seeing now is what I'm actually seeing in the headset. So I'm just going to go through with exactly what it says and see where we get. So press the function button. Pick up your VR headset, press the function button to proceed. Pick up your VR headset, press the whatever key that is to proceed. It's the same key, okay. Press and hold to pull out the scope, okay. Default settings, release the headband, okay. Put the VR on your head. That bar's taking some time, isn't it? You probably can't see it, but in my headset it's trying to track. So let's just click, can we click done? Adjust the lens, done that. Got quite wide eyes. Let's just go with that. Ooh! Right, there we go. So there's my bench that I've built. That's a bit odd doing that. Let's grab the grips. Lasers! Is that one on? That one's on. Right, aim the controller pointer at the next and then press L2. Press and hold the options button to set the direction you're facing as front. So, am I doing that? Alright, let's just say next to that. Set an area, start scanning. Look around you, include the ceiling and floors. So I'm just going to take pictures of my floor. That's my area. Look at the floor. You should be able to put it with your room. If it looks like it's floating, gently touch your room's floor with your PSVR controller. So I'm just going to put that there. So next to that. Just quick area around me. Set play area. Can I adjust this? Your quick play area is set. Stay within your play area, okay? Ugh. And there it is. It actually is running in the headset, so let me change it over. Press the function button to switch to see-through view. Press the function button again to leave the see-through view. Right, bear me a second. I'm just going to grab the VR view again, because it's changed for some reason. Right, okay, so you do have to enable VR mirror, I think it is. I forget where the settings are. So what I am going to do is I'm just going to run the game from here, and hopefully it will give us a full screen, and then I can show you just the VR running. I'm not using the handsets because I tend to use there's Aircar. If anybody's ever played it, it's absolutely fantastic. It's like a little dystopian type, cyberpunk type thing. I'm just using an Xbox controller. So let's go into the game, hopefully. I think this was Unreal 4. So how do we recenter that? A is recenter. Not too sure if there's any audio being recorded. But as you can see, the VR headset for PlayStation 2 is working lovely. And it's nice and smooth as well. And the detail level is absolutely amazing. You can't really falter it, really. I am stood up doing this, so it's going to make me a little bit dizzy. But there you go, everybody. I hope this helps anybody out who's looking to get into VR. The PlayStation 2 headset, although it's a little bit finicky to get working onto the PC, once it's up and running, you can transfer it between other PCs. Yeah, and just have fun and have a laugh. Hope to see you out there, guys. Take it easy.